Hello and welcome back to Crafting with Amy. I'm Amy and today we're going to be doing 3 different DIYs. This first DIY is a little birdhouse from Dollar Tree, and this little tray, wooden tray from Dollar Tree. I have those little balls, wooden balls to elevate the birdhouse. Spanish moss, this antique wax, the Waverly Chalk paint in white, and I don't know if I'm going to use that moss green at this time. Some jute twine. I got this little paint container at our Dollar Tree. Our Dollar Tree really, I was impressed with some of the stuff that they have. So I'm going to start by applying paint, the chalk paint, to the birdhouse and the tray, and then I will kind of make it look antique-ish with the antique wax. My plan is to just keep this real simple looking. I don't have a bird. They didn't have any birds. I'm taking that wooden ball and just placing it down there, a wooden bead, whatever, to elevate the birdhouse a little bit, gluing it down and then gluing the birdhouse on top. And now I'm adding the Spanish moss all around it. And then I just take some of that lavender. I think it came from Wal Mart. And just cutting little pieces of it. And some baby's breath. I think it came from either Dollar Tree or Wal Mart. I don't remember on that. And just laying it. I hot glue the little pieces of lavender. And then this is the finished product. I just wanted to keep it rustic and just simple. And for DIY number 2, this is a butterfly. I got this at Dollar Tree last year. It was on sale, or Dollar Store. And I didn't want to mess with, I liked that happy fall sign inside. So I decided I'm going to take this scrapbook paper and apply to, it's one of those MDF butterflies from Dollar Tree. I'm going to apply it to the butterfly, and then I'm going to apply some of that pink to the back side of that box. That's just kind of like a stand. And I had some spray glue, but I think I put too much. So I end up going back to my glue stick when I get to the butterfly, because I sprayed way too much. And my husband has told me that he is going to help me turn the other bedroom into my craft room. He'd kind of made it into his man cave, but he's never in there, and I'm always having to dig around for my crafts. And he saw my frustrations with going through totes and totes and totes. So he says we're going to do that this weekend. Now, I don't know, but this is where I spray. I sprayed too much. And I'm like, okay, but he has to come over because I'm kind of sandwiched in here. I'm stuck, to give me something to wipe off that excess. I thought he was going to bring me a paper towel. So for the butterfly, I just trace it, and then I use the glue stick. Like I'm apparently used too much of that other. And I have, as usual, everything but the kitchen sink out on the table. That's another frustrating thing, because I change my mind so many times on what I want to do. I think that's pretty paper, though. It came in that book of scrapbook paper that I got at Wal Mart. And because it is so thick, I decide to take some jute rope. It's pretty thick, and apply it, because I start sanding it to get rid of that excess, but then there was such a gap in between. I took the jute rope and applied it. This stuff's, oh Lord. I'm just taking hot glue and gluing it down along the edges, and it's really tight. The jute twine wasn't going to be thick enough, and then I remembered I had this, but in some of those curvatures it's kind of hard to get down in there, but we get her done. We, meaning me. I had to take wire cutters to cut that stuff. My scissors wouldn't do it. But I just think that's such a pretty. And then I thought about covering the whole bottom, or with that. But again, it was so hard to cut. So I just go around the edge, because there was a little bit of a lip where that was sunken down. And, oops. I can't get it. And there was, at one point I had my headphones on and I was listening to music, and I was attempting to show you all me jamming out to them, and my whole everything fell. It's like, okay, just stop. I hot glued this down, and surprisingly it stayed. I didn't know if it would or not. And then I don't know what happened to the footage. I took some little lavender and baby's breath and wrapped it with twine and just glued it. I think that's cute. And here is the finished product. It says spring. I have more butterflies I want to do stuff with. And then this is DIY number 3. It is a cross. And I struggled with this one. This is a frame from Dollar Tree. It doesn't really have a front, but and it's plastic. And initially I was going to take those beads. Well, I did. I painted them, but I took that out because they just didn't show up. But I was going to use those as the cross, but I ended up changing my mind. So you can see them up there painted brown. And I'm taking this old-timey looking scrapbook paper. But right here I'm using that moss. It's either sage or moss. I think it's moss. And painting the frame, and it takes 2 coats. I like that color though. And I like that old-timey looking scrapbook paper. Me and Mod Podge don't get along, so that's why I've stuck with the glue stick. And now I'm just tracing this out, and I will apply it, because like I said, this doesn't have like a glass frame or anything. I'm trying to condense these videos as much as possible because I'm having trouble with my uploading. So I just put that paper on. And then I make a cross. I don't know what happened to the footage, but I made a cross out of some of the flat craft sticks. And now I'm taking jute and I've glued it at the bottom and just wrapping it around. And then when I get to that intersection, I start going around, like overlapping, crisscrossing. And then I had some stencil letters. I was going to use some little tags that I got at Dollar Tree, but I couldn't. I had a paint pen, so that wasn't working. So I ended up taking stencil letters and writing out "He is risen," or I traced them, and then I used a Sharpie. And I don't know what happened to that footage. And now I'm just putting it back in the frame. And then I take some lavender. I'm kind of trying to keep these all in the same color scheme. Some lavender and some baby's breath. and I play around with where I'm going to put it. I end up putting it on the top, just hot gluing it down, and then I just make a little simple bow with some burlap ribbon that I think came from Dollar Tree. Thought about putting it down there, changed my mind. That's what I'm saying. I have everything but the kitchen. I don't know, the kitchen sink may be on that table. I don't know. I get everything out. Change my mind. That's where I end up losing footage too, I think, because I'll be doing something and then I'm like, and then I have to go find something. And then I forget to hit play. And I apologize, I'm out of frame. If I didn't have so much on the table. Hopefully, if he does do the craft room and help me get, then I'll have a better setup. Because I have all this on the table and my camera over there that I've already knocked off once, but I cut that out. And that is the finished product. I got my end a little too far over, but I just wanted to keep it simple. So there's the finished product. And here are the other. I want to thank you all for watching and thank you all for subscribing. If you aren't subscribed and would like to, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Leave me a comment and hit the like button. And thank you all for watching, and you all have a good day.